So the recruiting board is kind of all over the place. I just looked at the team and I go, man, we have not a lot of great linebackers right now. So I'm going after a lot of linebackers. Now, this first week, we're not really going to have a great idea about who we're going to get long term. All I know is that there's absolutely no need to go after any receiver for any reason. We are so stacked at the position, and we have a bye week in week 1. So all I'm going to do now is offer some scholarships. We do have the insta commit trait, which I believe fully upgraded gives us a 15% chance. Oh, didn't realize. We're going to upgrade this to level 3. 20% chance of an instant commitment when you offer a scholarship. So I will be doing that. I think some people are going to get upset about the progression, but this is season 6 at this point. We are allowed to develop into a dynasty. That's the entire point of the series, entire point of the mode. So if after a national championship in season 4 and a college football playoff appearance in season 5, hell, in season 6, if guys want to instantly commit to us, it's well within their right to do so. So I'm focusing big time on defense here. I like where the secondary is. Safety's a position I might focus on, farther down the line or further down the line. But right now, my focus is on the linebacker position. Tim Johnson in particular, I think is pretty great. 84 speed, he's an 80 overall, and he's very interested in the program already. But we don't know if some of these guys are going to be real options until a few more weeks out. And I do want to get some more DBs on there. Not so much cornerback, but safety for sure. The best strong safety is a 4-star. That's interesting. No 5-star safeties, period? That feels bizarre. I have added some of these guys on the board and taken some off. Jonathan Harmon, -8. I've been doing, a little bit of research. And some of these athletes could be safeties as well. But there are 0 5-star safety. I don't care about the star. I will say that. It's just, kind of surprising. Kicker and punter should be fine. So I will add some of these safeties to the board. Looking for some speed. So Sean Robinson will go on. Mark McDaniel. Robbie Wiley, maybe. I'm full. All right, that's fine. Before we get back to the video, let me tell you about today's sponsor, Albert. So I don't love traditional banks. You almost always have to maintain a minimum balance. And it's my money. If I want to use it, I should be able to use it. I don't want to just keep money in there because they say so. I also feel like I've turned off paperless statements like a billion times, but I still get so much in the mail, including statements from these banks, that it makes me want to scream. But that's all different with Albert. It's completely different from any bank account you've ever used, and it's completely free to sign up. So easy to use as well. And Albert does this cool thing like looking at your income and expenses and figures out where you can save money by eliminating things you may not even be using, like subscriptions, and it's all designed to save you money. I'm a big fan of the cashback. If you go into the Albert app, all you have to do is tap on your favorite merchant, and you can go get 5 to 20% cash back on purchases from your favorite places like Walmart, Starbucks, McDonald's, whatever it happens to be. Maybe the coolest thing is Albert Genius. Managing money can be stressful and difficult at times, and that's why their team that they call Geniuses will look at your specific situation and help you make a plan or answer any questions you might have if you get stuck. So go down below, click the link in the description box, and for a limited time only, when you open a checking account and connect a qualifying direct deposit, they'll give you $150. You can just have it. So click the top line of the description and download the Albert app. And thanks to Albert for sponsoring the video. But I am going to offer some scholarships, and then we'll figure out more about some of these guys. I want to know where we are on the board first, but when we're within like 500, these are players we'll have a real shot to go after. So we'll offer some scholarships. I think we're going to get at least 1 or 2 instant commits. None on these middle linebackers. Ricky Golden is someone I'm interested in. First of all, it's an amazing name. Second of all, he is good. Offer him a scholarship. Outside linebacker, Tim Johnson. Doesn't feel like 20% chance. But I do want these guys, so I have no problem offering scholarships. And these defensive ends are great. Sean Hayden out of Dickinson, Texas, +5 gem, 87 power moves, 84 finesse, 81 block shed, 81 speed. He's like 80 plus for everything. So he's pretty incredible. And Eric McNeil's good too. About the same, but 88 finesse moves, 91 block shed. I think he is incredible. Still no instant commit. Makes me sad. Some good offensive linemen as well. But I'm not going to be offering any scholarships yet. And I don't know. I don't really feel comfortable handing any other scholarships out. What about Roger Williams? I would like a lot of speed. 85 finesse moves is kind of crazy. 80 speed isn't bad. Doesn't have the craziest acceleration. We'll offer him a scholarship. I think I could pursue him anyway. No instant commit, unfortunately. It'll happen eventually. But going into week 2, we play number 12 Minnesota. We'll have a much better idea of the prospects, or the recruits, I should say, that we'll actually have a chance to get. And I'll take some guys off the board. As you go through the weeks, you guys know this by now watching the series, you get a better idea of the players that really have an interest and the guys that you really don't have a shot to get, the guys who are falling off the board. And there goes Maurice Carter. Instantly commits to Georgia. We are ranked number 12 in the nation. And I'll go through the board here. Like guys like Cedric Wyatt, minus 1,400. There is literally no chance, so we might as well just get him off the board. And if you don't put points on some of these guys, your chance of getting them, is non-existent. So we might as well just take, almost everybody off the board. Although Reggie Bonds, with 85 speed, 84 block shed, tackling is a little low. If we put points on Reggie Bonds, I think there's a real good chance we could get him. Minus 645 on Tony Harper. Like some of these guys, you just have to be like, all right, they have scholarships from everybody. Just take them off the board. Mark Rogers, minus 700 already. Yeah, there's just really no chance to get him. Did I not offer Sean Hayden a scholarship? I could have sworn that I did. Well, we lost a lot of points there to Texas because apparently we didn't have a scholarship offer on him. I could have sworn I offered him a scholarship. Let me see about some of these safeties. It's not a huge position of need, but it will be. Sean Robinson's real good. 97 press as a safety? I don't even know what I'm going to do with that. 97 press. I don't... that's an insane rating. I don't even know how it's useful at safety. He doesn't have the real ability to play corner. It's an unbelievable skill that he has, but I don't... I don't know about the usefulness of that. And then Marshall is number 1. That's kind of insane on this dude. He's also good. 80 press. Oh, we don't have a chance at some of these tackles. That's fun. Waste of scouting them. Minus 1,000 on Ben Bailey. He is someone I wanted. Minus 285. Only Nebraska has a scholarship offer on him. We're going to offer him a scholarship. I think that's a 700-point player. Derek Armstrong I can take off. See, like Cedric Walker, the difference with him is he has so many scholarship offers. I think one from Nebraska doesn't really scare me too much. And I've offered scholarship to some of these safeties. Might be a little bit more difficult to get Mark McDaniel, but Sean Robinson's definitely in play. I'll take Maurice Carter off the board. Maybe 350 on Reggie Bonds. I obviously don't want all of these linebackers. I certainly want a few of them, though. Joel Carter. See, this is a weird player because he's definitely good. I think we'd all agree. 78 speed is not like otherworldly. So how badly do I want someone that's middling speed? The whole reason you want the amazing, 5-star players and, these 4 stars too, is because they're crazy athletic. But if they don't have that, I can't be all that interested. And some of these outside linebackers are crazy athletic. Scott Brown, I left on the board because I think he's a player we can get. I don't particularly care about him, but I will continue to, pursue some of these defensive ends heavily. Sean Hayden is someone I want. Eric McNeil is very, very, very good. There's going to be a lot of competition, but now that we're up to 700 points, I think it's a competition that we can probably end up winning. Man, has it been a long time. The part that you probably saw, the first part of this video, was recorded maybe a month or so ago, and many of you knew this in the comments section, so I held off recording any of this season until now. So, where are we? Now, I don't really need to give you guys a refresher because you guys have seen this recently, but basically, this is where the board is. I've made a few changes, and obviously linebacker's a big focus. And, you know, what's been actually kind of neat about this is I've seen your feedback. And on top of that, you know, I kind of forgot how the Saban factor worked. So I got to hold off on offering commitments for the time being. And I just want to, you know, put in a really, really good effort to get some of these guys. But also, I saw this widely throughout the comments, and I was happy you guys had the same vision as I do, because to me, Justin Stevens, the freshman safety at 6'1", 220, I think he can play linebacker. 97 speed is spectacular. 80 strength is better than all of my inside linebackers. He's got exceptional agility. Acceleration's pretty good. 99 for Tommy Wilson. Now, his awareness is only a 25 at the position, but we could bump that up as we go along as he gets more comfortable playing the position, even though I'll be using him more often than not. The tackling is a bit low. Hit power is good. I thought his tackling was quite high. Block shedding is only a 57. I thought his tackling was one of his strengths. Am I completely off on that? See, he is 85 tackling as a strong safety. You're telling me at middle linebacker, suddenly he forgets how to tackle? It goes down into the 50s? Okay, that's ridiculous. What happens if I put Bruce Clemens there with supposedly 80 tackle? Stays at 80. It stays at 80. So why does it go all the way down? I want to call him Justin Simmons. It's not his name. Why does it go down to 56 for Justin Stevens? That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, he has 85 tackling and strong. I don't know why that is. But anyway, I'm going to be playing him at middle linebacker. And I think over the course of his collegiate career, I think he's going to end up really making that transition. He's 6'1", 220 pounds. He looks like a linebacker. This is my Isaiah Simmons. I'm extremely excited for Adam Daniels' junior season. I hope he can stay healthy. It was awesome that we could recruit Reggie Gonzalez back for another season. And this team is poised to do great things. Now, a common theme I noticed in the comment section was calling for Ryan Davis to transfer. That isn't a feature in this game. Really, like, you can't force transfers. If I release him, he's just gone forever. So the only thing I could do is just cut him and then recreate him on another team. But would he ever end up playing anywhere? Like, where is he really going to transfer to after only being bad in college? Like, we haven't seen Ryan Davis actually play well, and I know his overall seems decent, but he really just isn't that good. So I don't know what's going to go on with Ryan Davis, but I don't think it's going to be anything crazy in particular. He's got this weird cult following. Like, some of you are big because you love backup quarterbacks for some reason. Every series I have, you're like, what about the backup? Meanwhile, if I started that guy, you wouldn't like him as a starter. You'd still be calling for the backup. However, number 12, Riverside. Number 11, Minnesota. Opening the year, I am excited. Some changes that have been made. The jerseys. Part of the reason I held off. Pac-12 logo now on the uniform. New jerseys now implemented. The blackout have changed. The numbers white on the inside now, yellow outline. These are on the store as well, the Bengal merch store. You can find the Riverside shirt jerseys, the jerseys. Those are linked in the description, as well as the faux back, throwback, powder blue, old school Royals. So we have this as an option as well. Super excited to show that off. And then the crazy Crown the King jerseys with the crown helmet, these pants, and a very different looking uniform, if I'm honest. Now, it looks a little bit better on field than it does here. I don't think it's a bad jersey, but of course for this opening game, we're going to be in the default home Riverside unis, and we're going to try and beat the Golden Gophers, who played in the national championship last season. This is a good team, but hopefully we're better. We're led by Reggie Gonzalez, Adam Daniel, Bruce Clemens. They have Stevenson, Williams, and Green, all weapons on their offense. You may notice Royal Field has a bit of a different look. With our recent success, the funding has gone up, the boosters, showing out. The funding from the city goes up, and this is now a massive stadium. No longer are we playing in front of a capacity crowd under 20,000. This one, well into the ranks of the highest attendances that you're going to see. Highest attendance for any college football stadium. This is a massive castle now. Royal Field looking a lot bigger, a lot better, and taking on the team that was in the national championship just last year. We have our work cut out for us. We have the crowd behind us. Massive attendance. Royal Field, the kingdom, the castle has grown. And we'll kick to start things off. Then we'll take a look at the defense, as a lot of faces are gone. Craig Jackson, the hall monitor, Greg Hall, of course. Devastating to lose him, but it's next man up. We're going to need these star players to come alive and really make themselves known, make their case for being some of the best players in Riverside history. We'll start with the defense. Marcus Kerr returns after a pretty good season last year. He's a junior. Willie Hollins, who was redshirted just a season ago, is back. Should be a dominant force on the defensive line for the redshirt sophomore Willie Hollins. Phil Walker is back. Of course, this is his senior season. And Terrence Brown, who is also redshirted, is back, ready to go. He's got great speed for the position. I want to see him make an impact. Brandon Powell in there as well. At linebacker, we have Eric Coles. And of course, you guys know Kyle Smith was pretty good last year. But Justin Stevens will be doing a lot of our Mike linebacker play here. So I'm excited about Justin Stevens and what he can do. And Kyle Smith will be backing him up. Might play at outside linebacker occasionally. But I do want to see what the freshman Sean Sullivan is capable of. 6'7" with good speed. I need to see him making a big impact. And of course, no more Alan Hart in the secondary. We have Tim Washington, Bobby Anderson, Micah Hodges, Clint Black. At free safety, you guys know Bruce Clemens, the redshirt senior, his final season. And at strong safety, it's Joseph Brown, one of the best safety combos in all of college football. Hope to see them play that way this season. But Minnesota will start with football. We'll see what this defense can do. It's going to be a run outside, and Willie Hollins not having any of it. Living in the backfield, Green takes a nice loss to start things off. And this is what I want to see from the defense. Smother them. Don't give them anything. And we'll see what Justin Stevens can do. Again, really high hopes for him. And that's going to be thrown near him. He'll make the tackle, but that's a 13-yard pickup for Minnesota. We were in man coverage against the running back. He was blocked and tried to make a play. Just a good read by the quarterback. It's going to be a pitch. Stevens got flattened. Sullivan in pursuit. He'll knock him out of bounds. That does not bode well for Justin Stevens in the box if he's getting pancaked like that. I don't know what that patience is, what that blocking is. That's a 24-yard gain by Antonio Williams. I felt like that was going to be wrapped up pretty easily, but the blocking was just so good. Terrence Brown couldn't get off the block, and he needs to. 2nd and 13. It's a screen. We can't get out there. Stevens got a hand on it. And that one could have been going the other way. Stevens, I thought, would have had a pick six. Good speed to get in there and make that play. And that's not a play that a lot of guys can make. But unfortunately, Stevens didn't have the hands to make the catch. It's 3rd and 13 for Minnesota. That's a throw over the middle and complete, but short of the line to gain by about 8 yards. And I assume Minnesota will try to put up a field goal. This is quite makeable, but we'll see if they make it. Don't want to jump to any conclusions. It's not a gimme in college. We've seen that. That one is going to be down the middle and good. Minnesota on the board first, 3-0, as Michigan State has upset top 15 Clemson. Wow, big field goal, and Michigan State gets a huge win. And here comes Adam Daniel. We'll meet some of the players that he will be throwing to and players that will be taking handoffs from him. Adam Daniel, of course, you guys all know and love, hopefully. Reggie Gonzalez, but Phil Triplett. These are well-known names. Derek Smith, and of course, the freshman Fred Powers, 98 speed, might end up playing over Derek Smith. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens. Lee Mayfield, of course, national championship hero, is our fullback. Justin Bennett, no more Michael Hamm, no more John Humphreys. We have Luke Tucker, redshirt freshman, already up to an 86 overall. I'm super excited about his potential. Hopefully he can develop and become a monster. Corey Warren, you guys know Barrett Reed is a great deep threat. I like him as a fourth receiver. I don't think he's good enough to play as a true receiver 1 or 2. But in his role, I think he's fantastic. Junior college transfer who wore the red shirt last year, Andy Harris, and of course the true freshman Tom Rowe, Blake Hayford, and David Turner will be our tight ends. And of course, the offensive line, bunch of young guys. Eric Smith, Anthony Minor, both sophomores. Joe Patton, the redshirt junior at center. Kyle Holloway, the redshirt senior at right guard, and another sophomore, Christian Mason, at right tackle. So our offensive line is set for years to come now. But we need to focus up on building that defensive side of the ball. I like the receivers. I like the running backs. This team is really becoming, quite good. So we're going to roll out with Daniel, throw on the run, and that falls incomplete. Didn't really love the options. Try a read option. Got decent blocks, but Daniel not quite fast enough to do anything more than the 6-yard gain on that play. That's not horrible. Sets up a 3rd and manageable. Probably not 4-down territory, so we really want to try and convert here. It's 3rd and 4. That's wide open. Corey Warren, nice catch. Working out of the slot, just quick out, and a quick first down. Here's a handoff to Gonzalez. He's working. Big truck by Reggie. Running angry on his first touch of the season. Like to see it. So we're going to throw a nice little bubble screen there, and it's Andy Harris for the first. JUCO player getting involved. 2nd and 10. We're going to throw a quick curl. Luke Tucker's there. He makes a man miss. He makes 2 miss. And Luke Tucker has a clear path to the end zone. First touchdown of Luke Tucker's college career, and it is a beauty. Just caught the ball on a curl. Good route. Suddenness to make that break at the top. But look at the move after the catch. Sends 2 Golden Gophers diving. And it was just easy running into the end zone after that. What a play by the redshirt freshman. Give me a run. Stevens flattened. And Williams could have had a nice gain, but somehow got tripped up, fell back. I'm not sure Justin Stevens can play this box role that I want him to. He just keeps getting pancaked. He's got great speed at times, but he's not really suited for the box as far as I can tell right now. That's going to be a catch. Stevenson wide open, running right by Bobby Anderson. How did he get that open? Just press at the line, beat him, and wide open. Up the middle, there's Stevens, nice tackle. See, we need to figure out ways to just get him to run and chase. That's the type of player he is right now, where if any offensive lineman even touches him, it's an automatic pancake. He's on the ground. And obviously that's so far from what Greg Hall was as a player. He kind of overcommitted there. Brown gets thrown down, but Sullivan makes a tackle. But if we can't have a Mike linebacker that can stay on his feet, we're going to get crushed out here. I think Kyle Smith is going to have to come in and be our Mike. And Justin Stevens, I'm not sure quite yet as he makes a nice play. Another run, Stevens all over it, big TFL. I think the strategy to make him at his best is to run heavy on the line. And that's like running 5-2. We want to keep him clean because if shedding blocks is his big problem, we'll have multiple defensive linemen that can really eat up those would-be blockers and just have Stevens coming clean to make plays. So I think that's going to be the big strategy as we're trying to figure out where he's going with the football. And eventually it ends up being nowhere, incomplete, and Minnesota, I'm sure, will get another 3 points on the board. And that's exactly what they do. Going to be 7-6 in favor of the Royals here at Royal Field, as we have another upset, this one in the top 20, FIU. Field goal win over UNC. And Miami of Ohio in OT with number 13 South Carolina. This is upset opening weekend, that's for sure. I know it's week 2 here, but wow. These top teams are going down. Phil Triplett will have a little bit of space and some blockers. Triplett down the sideline. Great return past the 40. Might take a shot here. Couldn't get rid of the football. Just couldn't get it out in time. Rashawn Malone on the sack, and now it is 3rd and long. We've been here before, but that was the final play of the first quarter. I'll see you in the second as we switch sides of the field. All right, safety's coming up. How do we exploit that? Could be a check down to Gonzalez. I want clear outs, And we need to get rid of this football quickly. There it is. Gonzalez going to be short. Threw it maybe a tick too early. I really think we should have been able to run in behind and get that first. A little bit unfortunate on that. Do we punt on 4th and 4? Yeah, I think we do. Let's just try and pin him. We have Grant Moses. Punter with 92 speed. But we're going to see what that leg can do. And it's not a great punt, but it's not horrible. Green's going to be on the move. Stevens in pursuit. He's going to slide. See, Stevens is so fast that we really can take away multiple routes at the same time, which is amazing. But it's just the run D is a problem. So I really think 5-2 is going to help us. Worked great on that play, but it's 3rd and 7. And is that going to be a false start on Minnesota? It is. They're going to back up even more. Now, what we can do as a result is if we start 5-2, go base 5-2, 1st and 2nd down, when they're set up on 3rd and long like this, and we know they're not going to run the football, we can come out with 3 or 4 defensive linemen and really just let these guys work, as that's going to be a nice throw over the middle, but a nice tackle. And I think on 4th and inches, Minnesota will punt. Really good play design to isolate that middle of the field when we were in man coverage, but they could not get enough. We'll get the football back. Decent blocks. Triplet looking for space, and that's a fine return. Reggie Gonzalez got a block. Nice 9-yard run. Working read option. We got a lot of good blocks. Trying to slide with Daniel. He takes an unnecessary hit. I'm spamming square. He just refused to go down. Gonna try and get a little bit creative. Corey Warren gonna take a handoff. And we have decent blockers. Corey Warren has been able to do so many different things for us over his career at Riverside. You guys know I call him Corey Royal. He's such an underrated player, such a hero of this team at times. And I think his biggest strength is his versatility. He can do so many different things, and that should make our offense really tough to stop as he catches it and drifts out of bounds. Going with a heavy package here, taking a gamble. And we should be able to get that in there. It's Lee Mayfield, lower the shoulder. Lee Mayfield, big power, big touchdown, Lee Mayfield. Maybe his first ever receiving touchdown. And it was improbable. Caught it at about the 18 or 19 yard line and just would not be denied. Bowling over several would-be tacklers, fighting into the end zone and extending this Riverside lead 14-6. Lee Mayfield. What a play. Give me a pitch. Stevens in pursuit. Can't make the tackle. Slowed him down at least. Nobody can make the tackle. Green still going. Stevens chasing him down. Stevens eventually brings him down, but it's a monster gain for Kevin Green, the Minnesota quarterback. Oh my goodness. Stevens tried to lay the wood. Couldn't bring him down. And then Joseph Brown and was that Bobby Anderson? No, not Bobby Anderson. I don't know the other player, but they couldn't bring him down either. Stevens with great speed to save a touchdown, but wow, that is not good. Hodges, by the way, Micah Hodges was the player that could not make that tackle. I can't believe that. I cannot believe that. Wide open over the middle. I don't know where we are on that. Justin Stevens had the flat. We ran cover 3. We had 2 hook zones, and no one was there over the middle. Like, that had to be Sean Sullivan making the play. He just didn't know what to do, where to be. Throw underneath. Oh, jeez. I'm getting cooked right now. It might be better to just go man coverage and trust that we can run with some of these guys, and down goes Green. Marcus Kerr got to him. First sack of the season for the Royals. And that's a really big play to set up 3rd and 10. Now, I think we're going to stay in 5-2. I don't know if I want to blitz with Stevens here. I'm going to make this an option. We're actually going to do it. This should have worked out way better. It might be a first down, Minnesota, and it is. Oh, my God. Quick throw. Get outside. Nope. Derek Smith touchdown. Little bubble screen action working, and they found the end zone. Good play. Good blocks down the field. I mean, they had one guy block 3 players. Unacceptable. They're going to go for 2, of course. I want to stay in 5-2. We had success, but this drive, they kind of just managed to find ways to beat it. And it was mainly with multiple receivers to that right side. And that's going to be a 2-point conversion over the head of Tim Washington. All right. Tie ball game. Speed option could be killer here. Here it is. Pitch out to Gonzalez from Daniel. Gonzalez has daylight. Gotta beat the safety. Reggie going to the end zone. Stiff arming touchdown. Speed option success. One play, one touchdown. How about that for a tie ball game? Gone in an instant. And that is the new school rushing touchdown record for a career, as Gonzalez now has 52. It seems like he was the old record holder at 51. Are we going to see that every single time this year? It's 52 and counting. 21-14 Riverside. Oh, down goes Green. Justin Stevens like a heat-seeking missile flying up the A-gap. Center was on the ground. I don't even know what happened on that one. I'm not complaining. I mean, he didn't even have a second to get rid of the football. And the way it should be. 2nd and 16, working out of some sort of pistol formation. It's going to be quick throw, and wow. Willie Hollins lifted Weber way up into the air. Basically, Undertaker chokeslammed him. How about that for an old school WWE reference? But before you say it, I'm sorry, I don't share your love of wrestling. I did when I was like 10, but no, I have not watched it in years. But the Undertaker, legend, dude. And Willie Hollins looks like he was doing his best impression. Just over a minute to play here in the first half, 3rd and 6. Somebody make a play. We can still score again before the half ends. And that's wide open. Brown lost in coverage. He can't make the tackle either, and Tim Washington does, but it's 30 yards for the Golden Gophers. What was the responsibility on that? Should I have run with that? I don't know. I forget what the play was. That's the biggest concern, but really would have liked Joseph Brown to be there, as Thomas is the motion man left to right. And Green's going to take off. Get out there, Sullivan. Use that 6-7 frame. 2nd and goal. Could this be a run here? It is. Stevens, big hit. Stands him up. And it's 3rd and goal, Minnesota. 10 seconds to play here. Clock's ticking. Minnesota not opting to use that final timeout. Stevens got lost and it's a touchdown. How could we not run with that? How is he so much faster? I have no idea. We just got caught flat-footed somehow. Touchdown, Minnesota. Good job. We're going to return with Phil Triplett here to the end of the first half. Got some blocks. Triplett's got some space. And Phil Triplett goes down the sideline. Does he have the speed? Phil Triplett is gone. Just as Minnesota gets back in, we take him back out. Phil Triplett, explosive to end the first half. Kickoff return touchdown. Oh my goodness. It is a slugfest here in Riverside, California. What a first half this was. We'll get the football to start the second. I'll see you then. Now into the second half, Phil Triplett will get back-to-back chances to return here. And this one not nearly as successful. 2nd and 10. We're going to give Luke Tucker a chance. Go up and get it. Luke Tucker! What a play! Flag down on the field, calling for pass interference. Except here's the catch. It's on Luke Tucker. Oh, how is that offensive pass interference? That's a horrible call. Luke Tucker goes up, makes a crazy catch in traffic, and they take it away. 3rd and 14. Somebody's got to make a big play. I can't get it to who I want. I mean, we just don't have time in the pocket. It's an interesting case with Justin Stevens. Like, how much are you willing to forgive? I mean, he's on the ground on this play as well. Like, do you value him in coverage so much that, okay, we got to get him on the field, he's got to start? Is he only like a 3rd down player? Because here he could make his money. We're in coverage. He's got, 99 in-game speed, as he can't even make the tackle. It's like, this is It's a weird question. Like, you have the splash plays, and then you have everything else that he allows. See, Smith is not pancake. He can get off the block and then deliver a shot to the running back. That's what I want my linebackers to be able to do. Justin Simmons, I stop calling him that, please. Justin Stevens just can't do that. So I want him on the field. I do. But where do I play him? You know, it's a tough question. This running back is unbelievable. Where are you, Tim? You're one-on-one on the outside. Cover him. Smith getting in the backfield. Big pressure. That was the freshman Sean Sullivan who got to him. And that's wide open, opposite flat. Dallas Weber touchdown. Minnesota going to tie things up. Kevin Green having quite a day passing. That safety's coming up. Like, I have to be able to take advantage of that. We know he's blitzing. And God! Why am I throwing that with Adam Daniel, man? Just hit the flat. That was just a classic. I didn't even see him. Just didn't even see him. I was only looking at the corner. Never saw the defender in the flat. You gotta know he's gonna be there. I mean, to be fair, I'm watching him run to cover Corey Warren in the flat by the time I've thrown this ball. Opposite flat with Reggie's wide open. Wasn't looking at it. Geez. That's a great play. I'm not as mad as I was previously after seeing the replay, but man, I wish that hadn't happened. Safe to say, Minnesota with a chance to take the lead, and I'm sure they will. Because we can't play defense. Up the middle, big hit by Joseph Brown. It's 3rd and 5. If we can hold Minnesota to a field goal here, that would be excellent. It's just our red zone defense has been so bad the entire game. I don't know if we'll be able to do that. And it looks like we might be able to. 4th and inches after the Bruce Clemens tackle. Minnesota gonna try for a field goal. If I were them, like, yeah, taking the lead's enticing. I think you have to go for it. But they will take the 3 and the lead. 3rd and 9. That's got to be it. Barrett Reed up the seam. Nice catch. Let's go, Barrett. Chain mover. That's at speed. Safety's coming up. All right, how can we use Reggie Gonzalez to our advantage then? Hopefully it's man coverage. Gonzalez wide open. Get out there, Reggie. You got to make a miss. Let's go, Reggie. Reggie was spaced down the field. Gonzalez tackled from behind after a huge gain. The do-it-all running back, recruited as an athlete, could play receiver, and we've seen it over his career. He moves the ball in a number of different ways. He has well over 100 total yards today, and that is a really, really important play he just made. We're going to take a shot here. Justin Bennett one-on-one. Go up and get it, and Bennett cannot secure the catch. We got to come down with that, Justin. I hate to say it. I know it's not an easy play, but you got to come down with that. You get the ball right in your hand, you get an opportunity. I know there's a guy right there. You got to make the catch. You have to. Quick throw. Triplet. Use the power. Triplet stood up. It's going to be 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Going read option. Daniel Keeper. He is shut down. We're going to take the points. And that kick is good from Antoine Franklin. Yeah, 4th and inches is a different story. We weren't quite the same spot. I'll just take the points. We're sending our corners. It's going to be a run, and there is one of those corners. Clint Black already blitzing, right in position to make the play on the back, and it's 3rd and 14. See, this is a spot where I would want to bring in Justin Stevens, but I don't know how to do that. Safety swap. There's no, that's just, you know, that's just switching their sides. Yeah, there's no like sub packages in this. I would have to go in and manually change it, which I guess I might right now. We have time. End of the 3rd quarter. We get another chance. Let's go ahead and make that change. I want Justin Stevens on the field and we have to cover. And we know we have to. It's 3rd and 14. They're not going to run. And if they do, I'm confident we can shut it down and stop it. We're on the running back, so we're basically just going to free roam. And Green will fumble the ball. It's recovered by Sullivan. Sullivan with a clear path to the end zone, and he takes it in. The freshman from Overland, Missouri, finds the end zone in his first college game. They're not going to review it, and Riverside has retaken the lead. That kind of came out of nowhere. It was a long developing play. I think Willie Hollins got in there, forced the football out. Sean Sullivan right there. Touchdown Riverside, 38-31. It's a slugfest here at the castle. We have to defend the kingdom, defend the crown, and make the necessary plays. 8 minutes to go. Kyle Smith in the game after a 15-yard run. Yeah, Justin Stevens is an interesting player, but we just can't have our Mike getting pancaked. Nice tackle by Eric Coles on the outside. Stevens is back out here on third down, though. It's going to be a throw to the flat. Stevens all over it. And it's 4th and 4. What do you do if you're Minnesota? I think they might end up punting here, and they will. Not like Stevens made a great play on that or anything, but as a result, it is a punt for the Golden Gophers, and we have a chance to really end this game. Taking time off the clock and getting points on the board. We absolutely need to score, and it'll be a 2-possession game, and not comfortably game over, but it certainly would increase our chances. A lot of weird movement right now from the Minnesota defense. I think this screen could be really, really effective, and that's great timing on it. Justin Bennett up the middle. Let's go, Justin. That's a huge first down. 1st and 10. Gonzalez going to go in motion. That safety's blitzing. He's going to get it to Reggie. And he's going to make a man miss, but unfortunately is forced out of bounds. Pretty obvious run spot here, yet they're going with a pretty wide defensive alignment. And Gonzalez will go up the middle, follow a cutback, and score a touchdown. Follow block, cutback, and now it's a 2-score game, 2-touchdown game. 45-31, just 4 minutes to play. Minnesota's going to need to step on the gas. And for me, that means Justin Stevens coming back into the game. This offense is pretty much unstoppable right now. It doesn't matter if we run man or zone. It's just 10 yards every single play, which is not great. It's not great. That's actually the most successful play we've had in a while, and we allow 5. Over the middle and complete to Smith. I'm telling you, it's every play. We can't cover these guys. 2nd and 10. That's got to be a big play. Joseph Brown drills him, but Lionel Thomas holds on through contact. What a catch. That's insane. That was good. More time ticks off the clock. It makes us come back tougher and tougher. 3rd and goal. We're on the running back. It's going to be a screen. Stevens, you got to be faster. Justin Stevens, beautiful play. Keeps them inbounds. Clock continues to tick. I don't really care if they score a touchdown because so much time is ticked off the clock now that their comeback is looking more and more impossible with every passing second. And that's going to be intercepted by Micah Hodges. Hodges has speed. Hodges has space. Micah Hodges past midfield. Hodges past the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. Micah Hodges from end zone to end zone. No more Allen Hart. No problem. That surely is the dagger. 2nd defensive touchdown of the game, and it's a 50 bomb for the Royals. We'll change up our defense. We have a lot more DBs on the field. Under a minute to play. It's all but wrapped up here. Stevens, nice hit, but somehow these Minnesota receivers catch everything. Quick throw, bubble, and that is a touchdown. Minnesota. Chris Haas finds the end zone. But unfortunately for Minnesota, I think it's too little too late. I don't know, why is Minnesota coming out with this defense? It's like, you know we're going to run the ball. They have a couple timeouts left, now only 1. Should be the final play of the game here. Reggie Gonzalez will take it, and that will do it. He had a nice game, 132 yards, 2 touchdowns on the ground. But we're going to walk away 52-38 and winners of our first game. It looked like it was going to be a shootout, and it was for a while. But we really ran away with the game in the second half, and particularly the fourth quarter, which is when good teams win games. So I have no complaints. I think the defense could have played a little bit better. It felt like we were allowing points every single time Minnesota touched the ball for the most part, despite the 2 defensive touchdowns. So I wish we played better in that regard. But overall, again, no real complaints. I think we did a good job. We beat a top 25 team. This team was in the national championship just last season. They were clearly good, but we were better. And that's what matters. It doesn't matter if we beat a team by, 1 point or 100 points. All that matters at this point is that we won the game, and we'll hopefully continue that momentum all the way through the season. Game stats yet, Adam Daniel, 15 to 24, 224 passing, 2 touchdowns, and of course that pick. Reggie Gonzalez was excellent today, had a big 71-yard gain on that speed option, 2 touchdowns, nearly 10 per carry. Nobody else really did anything. And then receiving, he actually was the leading receiver as well, 4 catches for 66 yards. Luke Tucker had 2 for 51 and a TD, touchdown for Lee Mayfield. Yeah, nobody really did anything crazy as a receiver. But, overall, no complaints. The offense did what it needed to do, I guess. And then Joseph Brown had 9 tackles. So did Justin Stevens, 9 solo, and had 4 for loss. Had a sack for Willie Hollins as well, sack for Marcus Kerr, interception for Micah Hodges. Weird stuff. I don't really know what to do with Justin Stevens. He obviously has great potential long-term. Willie Hollins did have the forced fumble recovered by Sean Sullivan for the touchdown. But yeah, I have questions. I don't know what he really can do. But that was a tough game. That was a tough game. Virginia Tech is a rivalry game for us. That's in week 3. And that could be a fun one. Recruiting is going to amp up, of course, as we get into these weeks. We're going to add and take players off the board. And I'm excited about it. And we are now ranked inside the top 10. We have extra points now. Fighting for Mike Robinson, Corey McCauley, Jason Jackson, Tim Johnson. A lot of good linebackers. And we'll continue that. Some good defensive ends in here as well. Just got to figure out, where I want to put my points. Corey McCauley's kind of the big one that I want, and we're falling behind pretty quickly. Depending on when we can get a visit, though, I don't think we're out on him. It's just that Georgia, Florida have already offered scholarships. He's just so good. 87 speed, 96 acceleration, 85 tackling. He's a really, really good player. Mike Robinson, New Jersey pipeline, not the fastest in the world, but pretty fast. 82 tackle, 85 hit power. Sky's the limit, I think, with him. 86 block shed is really the big thing that stands out. Jason Jackson's another guy that I like. 85 speed, 98 acceleration. Block shedding, all pretty good. And Tim Johnson, 88 block shed, 85 pursuit, 84 speed, 98 acceleration. Just an incredible athlete. We could completely revamp what we have at linebacker in a matter of moments. And Joel Carter, I think, is rated a little bit better than I find him to be as a player. 78 speed's a bit low for me, 82 acceleration. But tackling, pursuit, hit power, play rec, block shed, like everything's pretty good. Just a little bit slower than I would like. But that's going to do it for this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed week 1 for us, week 2 as well. In this first episode of season 6, is it now? Is this season 6? It is season 6. What a career so far for head coach Gene Dangus. 1-10 in year 1, 5-6. First year at a positive record. Made it to a bowl game, won the SoFi Hawaii Bowl. 2016 went undefeated. Underdog story, won the Mountain West, won the Fiesta Bowl, won the national championship. And then 11-3, won the Pac-12 in our first season in the Pac-12, despite not winning a bowl game, of course, losing to Alabama in the semifinal of the college football playoff. But 2018 season 6, I have high hopes. We are 6 seasons in. I expect big things. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy. See me high step to the end zone. My life like a game, Nintendo. Playing with the best, let them know. Get off the track, the train's coming through. Yeah. Promise you get in my way, then you best believe I'ma just run over you. Yeah. I'ma turn taking it back to the house. Defensive joke, I'm laughing so loud. Speed